sky is a canvas of gray, just like my soul. Another day fades away, losing all control. Every drop that hits the pain, a tear I can't restrain, whispering your sweet name, fueling all my pain. Even the rain sounds like you, tapping softly on my window pane. A melody of what we once knew, a beautiful, sorrowful refrain. Each pitter-patter, a memory, crashing down like a wave, drowning in this symphony. A love I couldn't say. I walk through the streets, deserted and cold. Stories of us in every corner told. The puddles reflect a broken sky, mirroring my fractured heart, wondering why, oh why we ever had to drift apart. Even the rain sounds like you, tapping softly on my window pane. A melody of what we once knew, a beautiful, sorrowful refrain. Each pitter-patter, a memory, crashing down like a wave, drowning in this symphony. A love I couldn't save. They say time heals all wounds, but mine just aches and bleeds, watering the seeds of doubt with all these unmet needs. I close my eyes and see your face, hear laughter in the storm, lost in this empty space, longing for your warmth. Even the is even louder, a bittersweet release, a love that's turned to powder. But still in every drop I hear a whisper of your name. Even the rain, my dear, keeps burning in this flame. The screen glows dim, a silent testament to words we shared, now permanently rent. A digital graveyard where our love lies, buried beneath a million goodbyes. Deleted conversation echoes in my mind, a ghost of the silence is deafening after it all. I scroll through the archives, a desperate plea for a glimpse of the person you used to be. But the history's erased, the connection is gone, just an empty chat log from dusk until dawn. Deleted conversations, echoes in my mind, a ghost of your laughter, a love left behind. Each message a fragment I try to recall, but the silence is deafening after it all. They say out of sight is out of mind, but the void you left is all I find. A constant reminder of what we lost, a love that was priceless at an immeasurable cost. Deleted conversations, echoes in my mind, a ghost of your laughter, a love left behind. Each message a fragment I try to recall, but the silence is deafening after it all. And as I close my eyes, I see your face, a phantom touch in this desolate space. Deleted conversations, a love story untold, a broken heart forever cold. The autumn leaves were falling, just like my world that day. A chill wind started calling as you turned and walked away. I tried to hold your image, a memory so clear, fighting back the tears, fighting back the fear. The last time I saw your eyes, they held a distant plea, a fading light beneath the skies, looking back at me. A silent farewell, a story left untold, a broken spell as our love grew cold. The coffee shop we loved now feels so hollow and vast. Every corner, every shelf, a shadow of our past. I trace the empty chair beside, remember your gentle hand, a love I couldn't hide, crumbling like grains of sand. The last time I saw your eyes, they held a distant plea, The last time I saw your eyes, they held a distant plea, a fading light beneath the skies, looking back at me. A silent farewell, a story left untold, a broken spell as our love grew cold. And now the rain falls on my face, mirroring the tears I cry, searching for a trace of the light in your goodbye. The last time I saw your eyes, forever etched in my soul, a painful truth, no disguise, taking its heavy toll. The streetlights blur, watercolors smear every step you take, draws you further from here. My heart beats a rhythm, a funeral drum, watching you leave, becoming undone. Walking away in slow motion, a painful, drawn-out scene, every inch an ocean between what is and what has been. My lungs forget to breathe as you vanish from my sight, a silent, slow reprieve from the fading of our light. The world around me screams, but I hear no sound, trapped in these broken dreams where love can't be found. Your silhouette against the night, a cruel, beautiful art, stealing every bit of life from my shattered, aching heart. Walking away in slow motion, a painful, drawn-out scene. And now the screen fades to black, the final credits roll. There's no turning back. You've taken my hope, walking away in slow motion, an endless bitter play, leaving me with this devotion at the close of our last day. The morning light spills on the table, just like yesterday. Another cup of coffee growing cold as you stayed away. The steam used to rise, a promise in the air, now just bitter sighs, a silent empty prayer. Cold coffee and regret, a taste I know too well, every sip of memory, yet trapped in this lonely spell. The warmth is long since fled, like your hand from mine. Only words unsaid across the cruel expanse of time. The chair across from me, a permanent vacant space, echoes of what used to be in this quiet, somber place. I see your smile in the windows gleam, hear your laugh in the breeze, just a fading, distant dream, bringing me to my knees. Cold coffee and regret, a taste I know too well, every sip of memory, yet trapped in this lonely spell. The warmth is long since fled, like your hand from mine. Only words unsaid across the cruel expanse of time. If I could stir in just one more chance, or rewind to that final night, before the last slow dance, before you took flight, maybe I'd hold you tighter, whisper what I truly felt, make this heavy burden lighter, before our love just melted. Cold coffee and regret, a taste I know too well, every sip of memory, yet trapped in this lonely spell. The warmth is long since fled, like your hand from mine. Only words unsaid across the cruel expanse of time. And as the last drop chills, a mirror to my soul, the ache within me stills, losing all control. Cold coffee and regret, my constant bitter friend. walk through these rooms, now quiet and bare, each shadow assumes that you're standing there. The scent of your perfume, a whisper in the air, haunting me, consuming love beyond repair. Oh, the ghost of us, it dances in the hall, a bittersweet discuss before our final fall. It lingers in the spaces where our laughter used to bloom, leaving empty traces consumed by the silent gloom. Your favorite mug still sits upon the kitchen shelf, 1,000 little fits played out all by myself. I see your books, your coat, your picture on the wall, a lonely silent note after you gave your all. The ghost of us, it dances in the hall, a bittersweet discuss before our final fall. It lingers in the spaces where our laughter used to bloom, leaving empty traces consumed by the silent gloom. They say time heals, they say it sets you free, but every memory reveals the ghost still clinging to me. I close my eyes and reach for a hand that isn't there, lost on this lonely beach, drowning in despair. Oh, the ghost of us, it dances in the hall, a bittersweet discuss before our final fall. It lingers in the spaces where our laughter used to bloom, leaving empty traces consumed by the silent gloom. And as the moon climbs high, casting shadows long, I whisper your goodbye in this sorrowful song. The ghost of us, it stays, a love that won't depart, living out its days within my broken heart. We built a fire, burning bright and bold, a story whisper, a future to unfold. But the embers turned to dust, and the warmth began to fade. It's all that's left of you and me, shimmering flashes of what we hoped we'd be. A glittering deception in the ruins of our flame. Just a stark reception echoing your name. I sift through the debris of every tender touch, searching desperately for meaning, oh so much. But every sparkle I find a cruel and bitter lie, leaving truth behind beneath the desolate sky. Fool's gold in the ashes, it's all that's left of you and me, shimmering flashes of what we hoped we'd be. A glittering deception in the ruins of our flame. Just a stark reception echoing your name. I held on to the glimmer, believed in every shine, but the heat became a shiver, a love no longer mine. The weight of what was lost presses down on my soul, counting every cost, losing all control. Fool's gold in the ashes, that's all that's left of you and me, shimmering flashes of what we hoped we'd be. A glittering deception in the ruins of our flame. Just a stark reception echoing your name. And as the last star settles, revealing what is true, my heart still battles for a love that wasn't you. Fool's gold in the ashes, a painful final gleam, ending all our dashes to a long forgotten dream. I see the pictures flashing on my screen of laughter and futures, a love that could have been, but the smile in your eyes and the hand you now hold belong to someone else's skies. A story brave and bold, someone else's forever is where you found your peace, while I'm caught in this never life that could have been for you and for me. I hear the whispers of plans you're making now. New dreams, new adventures, and I wonder how you moved on so completely without a single trace, leaving me discreetly in this desolate empty space. Someone else's forever is where you found your peace, while I'm caught in this never, a love that won't release. My heart beats a lonely rhythm, a silent, painful plea for a life that could have been for you and for me. I try to find my footing on this unfamiliar ground, but every path I'm taking reminds me you're not around. A cruel twist of fate, a destiny denied, always just too late with nowhere left to hide. Someone else's forever is where you found your peace, while I'm caught in this never, a love that won't release. My heart beats a lonely rhythm, a silent, painful plea for a life that could have been for you and for me. And as the seasons turn and new beginnings start, a lesson I must learn to heal this broken heart. Someone else's forever, a truth I must embrace while I search for my own never in this solitary space. I trace the lines upon my hand, searching for a sign of where our future could have spanned. If you were still truly mine, we built a world on whispered dreams, a fragile, hopeful start, a tapestry of what it seems, now tearing us us apart. We were almost everything, a breath away from home, a song our hearts used to sing, now losing all control. So close to being fully known, a love so sweet and deep, but the seeds we had sown were promises we couldn't keep. I see the places that we planned, the trips we meant to take, every unwritten demand. For goodness gracious sake, the laughter that we almost shared, the quiet tender gaze, a future unprepared, lost in a bittersweet haze. We were almost everything, a breath away from home, a song our hearts used to sing, now losing all control. So close to being fully known, a love so sweet and deep, but the seeds we had sown were promises we couldn't keep. It's harder to let go what was never truly done than battles fought, you know, wars that have been won. The phantom of a perfect life, a shadow on the wall, cutting like a sharpened knife, watching our kingdom fall. We were almost everything, a breath away from home, a song our hearts used to sing, now losing all control. So close to being fully known, a love so sweet and deep, but the seeds we had sown were promises we couldn't keep. And now the silence falls where our almost once stood tall, just echoes in these halls after giving our all. We were almost everything, a beautiful tragic lie, a broken bird that couldn't sing. Beneath a weeping sky. The credits roll on a movie screen, a perfect, happy pair. A life so vibrant, a love serene, a future without care. And I watch from the shadows with a heart so full of ache, for the joyful meadows we never got to make. Oh, the happy ending we missed, a story left untold, a gentle, tender kiss, a love that's now let our true love go. I see the old couples walking hand in hand. Their laughter truly ripples across the promised land. And I picture us together in that sweet unspoken bliss, braving every weather, sealed with a loving kiss. Oh, the happy ending we missed, a story left untold, a gentle, tender kiss, a love that's now grown cold. We almost reached that final scene, bathed in a golden glow, but fate played out its cruelest queen and let our true love go. Sometimes I close my eyes and write a different script, where every dream defies the way our feelings slipped. We conquer every fear, we mend every broken seam, wiping every tear, living out that perfect dream. Oh, the happy ending we missed, a story left untold, a gentle, tender kiss, a love that's now grown cold. We almost reached that final scene, bathed in a golden glow, but fate played out its cruelest queen. And as the sun sets low on another lonely day, the bitter truth I know, you're forever far away. The happy ending we missed, a wound that will not mend, a love that still exists, but reached its tragic end.